I said it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I said it. I mean it. David, tell your mom I say hi. I don't think it'll be a Jordan and Elaine final two, but I don't know what it is, you guys. I've been so super locked in. I'm waiting on Joseph to go live so we can get this poppin'. We were just on the phone, and I don't know if he needs to. I had to put a shirt on first. And he goes, oh yeah, me too. I also have to put a shirt on. These are Facebook Meta Ray-Ban glasses. I got to hang out with the Meta team a week ago, 2 weeks ago. Kaylin, I'm here to spill Amazing Race details. Just waiting for Joseph to put a shirt on and get live. How's my night gone? Oh my God, you guys. I don't want to talk about my night. Joseph found a shirt. Okay, here we go. Wait, before I add him, I have to tell you guys, there was a Pew Pewer 2 blocks away from where I live in downtown LA today. Oh, Joseph, I didn't tell you about that. I'll tell you when you join. So there's a Pew Pewer. TikTok is so weird. Literally 2 blocks. Not like, oh, a couple blocks down the way. Literally 2 blocks from where I live. It was a woman with a shotgun. I don't think I can say either of those things. Well, she was pew-pewing from her balcony from 4 a.m. until sometime between like 7 o'clock or something like that. Just pew-pewing off her balcony. And then the cops, if you've ever been to LA or like if you've ever played Grand Theft Auto, I swear to you, whatever you see in Grand Theft Auto where like all the cop cars show up and the multiple helicopters pull up, it is just like that. It's not an exaggeration. I wish it was like the game. So they pull up, they're stationed out there from like 4 a.m. to noon. And I guess at some point she barricaded herself in the building in the stairwell. And then she was like moving from different places. There were snipers on the buildings downtown trying to get in there. SWAT team pulled up. Tactical vans were pulling up. Literally my block was the like gated off or the blocked off entry point. So all day it was just emergency vehicle after emergency vehicle after emergency vehicle pulling up, pulling up, pulling up. It was wild. But there are I think everyone's alive. That's what's important. But child, I downloaded the Citizen app to catch up on everything. Oof. Anyway, let's get the guest of honor in here. If he accepts. Did you put a shirt on?
I did put a shirt on, but I'm trying to see how to turn my camera on. Last time I did this...
Giving vocals today?
Oh shit, the shirt is way too open. I'm a conservative guy now. Yeah, I put a shirt on, but it's like bare chest. Like, did you put a shirt on? It's like...
Yeah, put a shirt all out. A flag.
This full chest out. Oh my God, well, way to lead into that with that story. I'm like, I'll follow up.
I know, I forgot to tell you.
How'd you not tell me that? That's an insane thing to be going on outside your...
It happened so much earlier. Then I had to tell you about the Hello Kitty and the Heelys, and then we had to talk about this.
Yeah, I was like, well, still, yeah, but you started the conversation with, I just got back from Hello Kitty. I was like, what? Guys, I stopped. Like, this is why we didn't work out. We live 2 very different lives. Like, I was just like, damn, I gotta go to bed soon. I gotta wake up for a hearing. And she was like, I just got back from a Hello Kitty influencer event. I just let it go. I was like, all right, you got anything? She goes, they gave me Heelys.
I have Hello Kitty Heelys in a bag. It was really cute, like a little flower bouquet, super cute. But it was definitely one of those events where like, I knew a lot of people that were there, so I was happy to be there. But I was kind of looking around like, I don't think I have a connection here. But it was at like a really good Japanese restaurant in West Hollywood. So I was that girl that was at the sushi line.
Oh yeah, I would have been right there with you. I can't believe you started with the Hello Kitty Heelys and not the like, oh yeah, SWAT was outside today. Like,
I didn't tell you about the shooter. I think because I've been talking about it so much all day and like we talk all the time that I feel like I've already told you about it.
Yeah, but you told me. Yeah, you definitely did not. You definitely went in on the Hello. You're like, yeah, these are just one of those. What's these LA days?
Walked in the door with the bag, the Hello Kitty bag. And I realized I hadn't called you back from earlier. So I was like, let me just ring a ding a ling. And then I was like, oh, it's super early. Wide awake. Hello.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, I looked at,
Joseph was about to go live. No, I was just about to go live. I looked
yeah,
at the time and I was like, now you're about to go
yeah. I was like, well, I got a, funny enough, I mean, I'm sure we'll talk about, I got a ton of questions from this episode about random stuff and
live? That's it.
some sweet messages about, um, you know, our struggle bus.
Yeah, y'all
Oh
really
my God, we
struggled.
were really, where do we even start with this one? I mean, episode starts with us. We're finally together for the first time in this
Finally,
race. We're like,
yeah.
oh yeah, look, in Taylor's back, there's a race.
Literally this
Never see
late.
each other.
So it was so weird watching the episode because so when you get your clue, you rip, you read the clue, and you run. And so because we touched the mat so quickly in succession, it was like Joseph and Adam ripped, read, ran, but they were just like a few paces ahead of us. So we ripped
Mhm.
before we ripped the clue. We were like, okay, like let's just do this quick so we can run together. We rip, we read, like okay, let's go catch them. Not like we're gonna catch them down. We're like, no, we're gonna do this like together. So we get together, we go and get directions together. And really, it was like Kylan and Adam go to get the directions,
And
and
me
you
and
and
you,
me
we were
were like,
crowding out. Like, which, by the way, was not the best thing for me. I think seeing Sure was not good. Okay, so Adam is here to race. And keep in mind, I see Taylor now, and all seriousness is out the window. Like Adam and
God,
Kylan, yeah, Adam and Kylan are figuring shit out. Like they're like, we'll get the right. Me and where have you been? Like, oh my, like me and Taylor start just
catching up.
we're catching up and we're laughing and we're being sarcastic. And we talk so much. We have so many insider jokes. Like
So much.
so now Adam and Colin are like on the outside of this, and they're like, guys, we're like, this is not your friend time. Like this, I mean, if anyone watched us on feeds, it was very much that we were finally like, oh, like we can,
Yes.
so we
And
can
like
relax.
imagine you just like you talk to, you call your best friend every day for hours, and then you don't get to talk to your best friend for 12 days in a
Yeah,
row.
in a row, and we're going through the same experience, and we're like, is this one alive? Is this one like, did you make
Yeah.
it? Did you this? So then I saw that Adam was very much like, okay, this is not the greatest. I don't know how it was Kyle was, but Adam was like, hey, 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 your teammate is me. You didn't come here with her. So I was like, okay, so we're laughing. Like, as you guys can see from the train ride and stuff, like me and Taylor are just being sarcastic. Like the camera crew is glued on us
Cracking.
because we are just and keep in mind the camera crew's trying to figure out our dynamic as well. Like as much as they knew, like, oh, we cast two X's, they're now like, oh, Joseph and Taylor are finally next to each other. Like, let's see what happens. Like, oh, Joseph's next to Kylan. Like, what's gonna happen here?
Yep. Yep.
Kylan is like in the zone trying to figure out directions, and me and Taylor are just dying. Like we are
Riffing off each
cracking
other.
up, ripping jokes, like not paying
Yep.
attention. We don't even know we're on a show anymore. We're just like for example, that one little snippet where she was like, I'm doing the show with the love of my life, and I'm like, yeah, he's right here. Like it was that on steroids. Like I was not letting
Kept
any
going.
joke, yeah, any joke, and then there would be times we were on the train, it would get quiet, and I'd be like, yeah, so like, this is a little awkward. And the poor camera people, they would lower their cameras and be like, okay, finally, we don't have to record this. And then I would start clowning Taylor and Kylan like the fact that they're dating, and they would have to put the cameras back on.
And the
I'd be
thing is,
like,
like, it wasn't just you. Like, Kylan was cracking jokes too. I think Adam was the only one that's like, this was Adam's first time really seeing. Like, Adam knows me in the context of dating you, but I haven't been
yes.
around Adam in the context of like us being best friends. He only knows you and I as best friends through seeing you
See,
holding up a phone
well, yeah,
and
he
talking to
doesn't. Yeah, I think the last time Adam saw you was when we were like dating. Like, yeah, we were in
you.
a dating. Yeah, it was on a cruise. Yeah, and we were dating, and he saw you as my girlfriend. So I could see Adam was digesting like what this
Mhm.
new situation is and how it's going to affect the game. Like he was
Yeah.
very much observing everything. I think also for Adam, he was also like, okay, I'm gonna watch Taylor and Kylan too. Like I don't know
Yeah.
what as competitors, what the status is here. He was very much like I gotta take in all this information and watch
Yeah.
Joseph. Adam also, because of how close I am with Taylor, does not trust me near Taylor. Because a little side note,
I
after the
say this.
key, after
Say
the key
this.
thing, after the key thing, Adam. So they didn't put this on the edit, but me and Taylor have not seen each other throughout the show. And when I broke the key in the lock, Taylor and I had a really, really long hug. Like she left, I went back to my chair, and then Taylor comes running back in, and we meet in the middle, and we do this really. I can't believe they didn't put. I mean, good for us they did
Wait,
it
so Taylor
because
comes running back
oh
in
yeah,
like I'm Cinderella looking for a
it was
glass
actually
slipper.
well, she came back in, which I thought was very sweet, and I was looking back because I was
You
just like
were
watching
looking
her.
back. You were gonna know.
I was watching her leave, and then she just hits a U-turn and like catches me watching her leave, and we get up and we meet and we do this long hug, and I think the camera crew just didn't anticipate that that was going to happen, so they did not catch it. It just happened so abruptly, and they like her camera crew went outside, my camera crew's on standby because I'm on ice, so they're not working, and they just
Yeah.
missed this. And Adam looks at me when I sit down and he goes, no, 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 no. He goes, no, 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 no. I've seen that before. I know how that ends for you. Like, we're not doing that again, buddy. No, 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 no.
Oh my
And he kind of,
god.
I think it puts him on edge, like a little bit on ice of like, okay, there's some attachment here that I gotta navigate. So now we're running together and, I think I told you this briefly. Even when we're running, me and Adam are like, "Remember, we're doing our own race, blah blah." And I was like, "Wait, wait, wait! I want to see like you're
Yeah.
behind us." By the way, for context, Adam thinks, and rightfully so, the strongest team on the race is Taylor and Kylan. I mean, just by their accolades, like everything. So he's very wary of Taylor and Kylan always. Um, so when he sees Taylor and Kylan, he's just like, oh my god, that's a team we want to keep some space because
Yeah.
if it comes to a foot race or something, they could really get us. And I was like, no, no, wait, I want to see Taylor. So Taylor comes running up, and now, yeah, now we're laughing and we're joking, and they're like, hey, where are we going? Me and Taylor are like, we don't care.
Oh my
And
god! And
Adam,
then we had to get so after the directions, we had to run to get to the metro station or whatever, subway metro, whatever they called it there. And I just remember you and Kylan up at the front taking off, and me and Adam are like,
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh my god, yeah, that was funny when we started going from
oh
spots to
my
spots.
god.
And then yeah,
It was
me and you,
Jim Bros and then Taylor and Adam. we're
which
we're keeping
I,
up, guys. Don't worry.
yeah, there's I can't say it now. I'll say it later. Do you remember, you know what I'm thinking of? There's another time where I was like, oh, fancy seeing you. Um, but
Yeah, I know.
yeah, so what ends up happening? Oh, okay, so we get to the chicken egg now, and like we're all laughing. It's all a good
Mr.
time. Like we're
Ass
kicking,
Chicken.
we're working together. We're like, oh, finally we get to stay together. We're at the chicken. The chicken's clowning me and Taylor, by the way, because we're like, look, he's like, why are these two cracking up at the bench? Like they did not give us. If you guys that little snippet where I jump on Taylor's back and she's like, we are doing that for like the last hour. Like me and her
Yeah.
are just busting out laughing. The poor camera crew is just like, shut up, you two, so we can like go
They're like, are
sit
you guys
down.
done? Like, come
Yeah,
on, like, we got the jokes, we got the jokes. Oh my god! But it's also
yeah,
like it's the camera crew's first time really seeing, oh, that they are friends. And I think
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want
I
to
know
say
they
there
were
was
reporting
like,
to production. They were like, damn it, they don't hate each other.
yeah, no, literally, they're like, there's not even like a little jealousy. They don't even hate each other. Like they're really just laughing and making jokes about
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I know production's like, okay, fine. We got Joseph and Taylor next to each other. How are they responding to one another? Like they're fucking laughing all the time. Are they fighting even the slightest? Like any of the like, no, they're just laughing.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
that was
but
fun.
that was fun until it wasn't fun. So that
Yeah.
was going really well, and then Kylan found his egg, and they left. Which we were like, all right, guys, deuces. Funny enough, I think someone asked. So while we were there, Taylor, you were there when Adams started his blood sugar started dropping, right?
Well, because we had to run from first, we had to run from when we ripped our clue, got directions, and then to the metro. Then we had to run from that metro through the park, guys. It was a run.
Yeah, that park was a run,
They
which
really
they're
don't
not
emphasize how much running you do on
were
foot.
running.
And
Yes.
so, like, at that point already during the run, like, that's when you were like, what's going on with Adam Sugar? Like, you were already monitoring it. And so when you
Yeah.
went in to do the roadblock, you basically already had the phone out being like, it's like kind of iffy.
Something's off.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and by the way, for I got some messages because people, I guess, saw me holding a device and they were like, "What the hell, just Joseph?" So the device I'm holding is a limited reader. It shows me what Adam's blood sugar is, and when he's critically high or low, it'll start alerting. Like it'll start setting off an alarm. So I had a feeling because Adam lies to me a lot about his blood sugar, so I don't worry about him, or I don't call the medics or like put us on ice to help to address him. He'll keep it on him normally. So normally Adam keeps it with him in the fanny pack. If you guys notice, you'll always see Adam wearing the fanny pack. There's a reason for that. His Adam always keeps his sugar in there, his needles, a pen in case he needs to give himself insulin, and these two devices that help give him insulin and also read his blood sugar. So when he went to do the task, he forgot it and he left it with me, which was a big mistake for him.
Dun, dun, dun.
Um, I start hearing the beep, which is like, I'm like, oh God, that's bad. Like, usually Adam has those alerts set where, like, if it's starting to beep, it's getting really bad. So Taylor and Kylan eventually leave. Like, they go, and I'm clowning Taylor about the express pass. Like, I'm like, if we lose this leg, because I remember telling Taylor and Kylan, I'm like, watch this leg be the leg. So we start telling Taylor and Kylan, if we start struggling, we're taking your express pass. Like, we're clowning them, obviously. But we're
You
like,
did
you're
say.
allowed to pass an express pass, and you're gonna fix this mistake and keep us from getting kicked out of the game and give us the express pass. And so I'm being serious though. I'm being so dead ass. I'm like, Taylor, if we get to a point where like you guys are in the lead and we are about to cave, I'm coming for that express. So I was like, I'm gonna come and call that token because we were supposed to get it. And they're clowning and they're laughing, but once we can't find that egg, we're low key like, wait
Yeah.
a second, wait a minute. Um, so Adam starts going really low. He starts getting really, really low. And then I start making a big deal about this. At this point, everybody leaves. Like Izzy comes, Chelsea comes, and they're not really showing it, but I'm getting more concerned because this is an attention to detail task. And how Adam explains lows to me is he's like, it's the feeling you get when right before you pass out. So how he'll explain it is
Ooh.
if you haven't eaten anything all day, he goes, you didn't eat anything all day, and then I made you climb the Stairmaster for 15 minutes. Like he's like, it's the end of the day, 24-hour fast, and then I tell you to climb the Stairmaster for 15 minutes. And whatever task you would be doing, it'd be like doing it on the Stairmaster with an empty stomach after the day. So I'm thinking about that, and I could see, and his vision gets blurry. So I'm like, oh, this is only getting harder by the second for him because his vision is blurry. Like if you type in low blood sugar signs and symptoms, anybody who's a diabetic can uh, can explain it to you, and you'll see it's a very serious situation to be in. So I start yelling that I'm calling it. Like I was like, Adam, I'm gonna call it. Like you need to come sit and drink sugar, and he's taking the sugar while he's doing it, but he won't stop to rest. He refuses to stop. So I start yelling and I'm going to call like a time. Like there's always medics and everyone near. And Adam, if you guys notice, he has two devices on him, the Dexcom and the um insulin pump. Those devices periodically need to be changed. So they expire. Each one expires. We have tons of them in our backpack, and they're pretty big devices, so they take up a lot of space. Coincidentally, of course, his Dexcom is expiring. So the device I'm holding is expiring. Yeah, Omnipod and Dexcom. So the device I'm holding for his Dexcom is about to expire, meaning I can't read it anymore. And that means I need Adam to sit down and let me put another one on him and it expires. So now I can't read what his blood sugar is. So he's on a critical low and he's not responding. He goes deep into the forest and basically hides from me. He won't come near, and they're not showing any of this, but I'm screaming at him. And then I start telling production, like, I'm gonna call it, like, tell him to come back and he needs to sit down and get his sugar up. I don't care. And then Adam calls me out and we start kind of arguing because he's like, if you make me do that, I'm not gonna forgive you. Like, I know how much I can push myself. So now I'm like, I'm stuck in older brother mode slash like calling it. I know Adam will push himself. He will literally pass out on me. So that's
Yeah.
what's going on when everybody leaves. It's just me and Adam there. So eventually, thank God, he gets the egg, and we just know we're in last place. And before we start running, I'm like, let me change your Dexcom because remember, it expired. So now Adam doesn't know what his blood sugar is. He's just what he feels. And I can't read his blood sugar for the rest of the race, which stresses me out more than anything. So I'm like, please, Adam, let's take a 5 minute break and let me change your Dexcom here. And I'm surprised that none of that showed because I did a whole explanation. You can see that's why the device is in my hand in the edit. I explain, I flip the camera and you can see I think his sugar was lower than 50, which is really bad. I show the number to the camera. I tell them, I give like a little explanation so people know how this works.
You
Um,
literally explained, like, here's why I have this iPhone that can only do this one function. Here's what this
yes.
app is. Here's what this device is.
Yeah,
Like,
weren't you still there when I was doing like the
yeah,
rundown? They were having, yeah. So I was doing
yeah.
all that because it was getting worse and worse. So it was like, this is what this device does. This is what this device does. And I was hoping that it showed because it normalizes those products and those devices to why like Adam would have those and what it is that's on him. But next thing you know, his Dexcom's expired. We get it, and I'm like, Adam, I'm changing your Dexcom now. Like, we have to stop. It's not something we can do moving. And he's like, we're in last place. He was like, Yusuf, there's no way in hell I'm gonna like let you do that right now. And I was like, no, there is because I need to know what your blood sugar is. And he's pulling like a brother card on me. Me and Adam have this like thing where we have like a look where it means like you need to trust me and or I'm going to hold it against you, and he's giving me that look as in like if you force my hand here like because I can at any time be like I'm genuinely not going to continue. He will be more mad at me if if I force him to do these things. So I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to trust you, and we just start running. So we get to so now people ask why we went to dance. I'm looking for Taylor's excuse. I was
Where is
literally
she?
gonna,
Where is
yeah, yeah.
she?
So the reason we went to dance is Meech. We always felt like the last roadblock was going to be very easy. We were like, okay, not very easy, but easier than whatever the detour would be. So we were hoping Taylor and Kylan potentially were completing or finished it, and we were going to give them a pitch, being like, hey, we are in last place right now. Like if we can skip this, we can potentially stay in the race. Like we are going to lose. They do a good job, by the way, guys, with the edit, making it look like we were fighting in Chelsea and Jack. We were not. We were not fighting Chelsea
Yeah,
and Jack.
yeah.
Let me put it this way: when we got to meet, Adam's jaw hit the floor when we saw Chelsea and Jack. We're still here, but it looks closer. The second we got to meet, they were like, "Can we get a Jack?" I was like, "Fuck." Um, so we we go to dance, and dance was just way worse for us. Now we really got screwed because we didn't see Taylor Kylan. And now we're in the physical detour, and his sugar's just continuously crashing when we go, and we suck at dancing. That's just like another thing. We just suck at dancing. So again, one thing that I really feel bad for Adam is when you're almost like he starts to become a little delirious because he gets so low and his eyes start to there were times where like even thinking about it I want to start crying. Like I would look at him and I could see it in his eyes that he's like fading out. And I would call it. I'd be like, Adam, I'm calling it. Like we're stopping. Like we need to stop. And any physically exerting task, like this didn't look like it, but it was so much running. Ugh, I know Taylor. If you we were running nonstop, this like running, and if
This Oh
Hmm.
my
The running
god.
this
So
leg was
like
insane.
it was insane. And they gave us those metro passes, like we were going to use them the whole leg. We used those metro passes to get from the park where we ripped our clues to the park where we did the first roadblock. But there was a crazy run from getting off that metro to that clue box at the roadblock. Then we had to go to the back to that fucking metro again, get off that
Hmm.
metro, and we had to run 2 miles from the metro to that giant, the heaviest building in the
In the
world.
world, yeah, yeah. We took a. I can't believe they actually. Oh my god, you completely forgot. And this is why Adam was beating himself up. We took a metro there. Adam lost our metro card, so this
I
doesn't even
forgot
make
about
the
that.
edit. Yeah, yeah. Were
Forgot
you
that
with us?
happened.
Yeah, you were with us, right? When Adam lost the metro card, and we were just like stranded there, and I was like, "Oh my god, I need to fix this
I
now."
wasn't there with you, but you told us later.
About it, right? So
Yeah.
Adam lost our Metro card, which really, like, this was right after the egg situation. We realized Adam was like, "Oh my God, I lost the Metro card," which I can't believe this is completely out of the edit. So for us to get to that heavy building, like we're calling it the like 4-ton building. We had a huge hiccup because I had to. We got really lucky. I asked the woman. There was a lady working there. I'm like, we have limited funds, so we were already short on cash. Like me and Adam always had a mess. So I know production was looking at us and they're like, oh. Um, and so I fixed the Metro card situation, which I don't mind, but I already knew Adam was beating himself up about the egg, which is just a luck thing. And then now the Metro card situation, um, I can see him like beating himself up harder. So he's not willing to let me stop or like help him with his diabetes in any capacity because he's just like, we gotta push forward. Um,
Oh my
so we
god,
figure it
the
out.
episode on the West Coast hasn't even ended yet. I'm realizing
Oh my God, when does it start? When does that one end?
it's 10:38 right now. So if it came on at 9:30, it ends at 11. That's
Oh
crazy.
wow. Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh well,
Right?
if
This
you're
is at
sitting in
9:30,
here,
right?
you might get some spoilers. Um.
Shit.
So
The spoiler verse, get out of here.
yeah, spoiler. So then yeah, we get there to that. We decide we're gonna dance. Oh my God, dancing was we were there way that edit. Oh,
That
I'll
was
take
crazy.
it, baby. I'll take it. I'll take it because that
Yeah.
you should have seen when they first did the dance. Me and
When
Adam
they
did
do
a
the
funny.
demo,
Yeah, when they did it.
we watched that demo, and you see me at the end. I literally go, "Thank God we had
Yeah,
that
yeah, you
express
were like,
that."
I know, I almost thrown in chat BCC. I was like, must be nice. When they did the
No, we
demo,
needed it. We needed it for that. With
we did the
Highlander, we
demo.
absolutely needed it.
I'm so surprised that me and Adam look at each other and like, of course, we're just like always laughing. They did the demo and they go, we look at each other. You're like, you want to go to flute?
Exactly.
Just like juggling. Once
That's so
we
real.
commit to something, we're gonna do it. So we start going. By the way, me and Adam are not we are not rhythmically or musically inclined in any capacity. So it's like pick your poison here. What were we going to do? Go run? By the way, because we wanted to save time, we did not take the subway. The hilarious edit of Chelsea and Jack sitting on the subway arguing, and then it cuts to me and Adam. We're like, we're not going to take the time. We run. We maybe shave like 5-10 minutes doing that, but the toll it took on Adam in order to do that, like we can't muscle through this as much as people think like,
Yeah.
oh, muscle team, two like bros going at. We can't. When we got there, they made Adam like they had a whole bottle of orange juice waiting, and they're like, Adam, we need you to drink this. Like, stop and drink this. And Adam goes, I won't stop it. I'll drink it. So he drank it. We start dancing, and they show a quick edit of him being like, "Oh, like I thought he was gonna pass out there, and I was gonna call it." But he just keeps going, and I was so surprised. I remember there's a lot of times I'm like, "This is hard," and I would look at Adam and just see him twirling, and like, by the way, keep in mind this man is already low and dizzy, and he was twirling. It broke my heart every time I had to twirl him, and I know he's already dizzy and low and he would just like be like I would catch him like there would be a couple times you can see in the edit like Adam's like stumbling in the dance and it's cuz he's low and I would like correct him so that the lady who's doing the check for us doesn't recognize like they're so particular. So like there'll be little moments you'll kind of see me grab Adam or like navigate something and it's because he's low. So I'm trying to like correct it. Oh my god, it broke my heart so much. I was like borderline in tears watching him try so hard. And so we leave the dancing and we get to Meech, and Adam is just like, poor guy. He's pushing through. Like it's genuinely inspiring me, but I can't bring him. I'm like, Adam, we can take 5 minutes. Like, it's okay. He goes, no, there's a chance we're still in the race. And what if it's a foot race and we lose because of the 5 minutes? And I was like, I don't care. Then I don't mind if we lose. And he's like, no. So we get to Meech and we do our first check, and mine are all correct, and then Adam's was all wrong. And he starts like breaking down, like he's like, I'm sorry, like my I can't function, like my brain is starting to buzz out. And I was like, buddy, take a second, it's fine, we'll get out of here. Like, oh my god, I felt so bad for him. And I think on the edit they show us like we leave on our first check. That is not what happened. That's why Adam's breaking down in the taxi, like we knew. uh, so
Yeah.
he gets his second check, and half are right and the other half are wrong. And I'm showing him, I'm like, hey, just do it this way. And like I can see he's there with me, but the poor guy is like just checking out. Like he's been running with his blood sugar critically low for like over 6, 7 hours now. Um, so when we get in the taxi, it's very obvious we're last. Like there's no fight with Chelsea and Jack. Like there is no fight with Chelsea and Jack. And we get in the taxi and he just starts breaking down. Oh my god, it was so much more emotional than they showed. He starts breaking down and I start breaking down like a baby. I was just telling him, he was like, he starts apologizing to me and saying like he's so sorry and that I had a shot. Oh my god, everything he said haunts me till today. But he didn't realize it. I was so proud of him. I was so shocked. Like I was like, there's still a chance. Like, I mean, we knew we lost, but I was like, we're putting up a fight considering everything you've been through.
Yeah.
And we walk up to Phil and we can already just sense it. Like we know we're last. Like I think even Phil started crying at one point. We walk up to Phil and we're obviously already crying, and then Adam again breaks down. He breaks down bad. They don't show it in the edit, and Phil was so nice. I can't believe they don't have. Adam really doubted himself. Like he broke down and was like, I don't leave the house. Like he really gave a speech. Like he was like, this was just so. By the way, we're so distraught. We didn't think of the maybe eliminated. We are 100%. People, oh, did you think? No, we think we're going home. Like, by the way, there was no doubt in my mind. I think you can see it in my eyes when Phil says like, you guys are still racing. We start bawling and we crack because we were like, holy wait, you can't, like, can you do that? Like, can we keep going? So we fully accept we go, but before, and I'm so upset they didn't. I mean, they can only show so much, but Adam had like this very emotional breakdown about how difficult, these type of things are and how much he's stepping out of his comfort zone. And he basically gives his spiel about the race and like how he's glad he had the experience, but he never would have thought he could even make it that far. And Phil gives him the most beautiful speech and basically just uplifts him because he's like in the grovel and like apologizing to me and basically saying like he didn't have a spa, or like again, this is a big brother season, so everybody's competitors and everyone's strong. And oh my god, it was so sad. And Phil like was like, you have every right to be here just like anyone else. And then we find out we're still racing. Oh, they cut it quick. Me and him collapsed to the floor. Like we started, I think even Phil's crying, which I don't even know if I'm allowed to share this, but in the non-elimination leg, they set that up from the morning of. So they don't pick like, oh, it's the end of the day and looks like it might. They 100, and I confirmed it. They had it set that whoever loses this leg, it was non-elimination. It was just set that leg, the express pass leg was going to be the non-elimination.
Honestly, it's not even like they choose it that morning. Like they decide that when they're planning the entire season of the race.
Season, yeah, like it's very preemptive, and they like there were things that I saw that confirmed that it was very much preemptive. And I think they were shocked to find out that it was Adam and I who ends
Yeah.
up getting saved by the non-elimination, like because we start off in the beginning with like allies in the first half of this, and that just shows you how much you cannot deal with the predictability of the race. Next thing you know, we are last. Like we are full blown eliminated. And I remember asking after, I was like, did you guys, they were like, oh yeah, we always had a non-elimination leg set and like, everything's preempted before, but they were like, we had no idea it was gonna hit Team Seven. Of course, leave it to us to like be like, well, let us put a little wrench in your plan there. But
Thing
yeah,
one,
that
thing two.
really what really is. But that this leg for me is probably the most emotional one because it's there's one more. Maybe there's we'll see. Uh, let's see.
Spoilers. Don't get that contract thrown at you now.
Yeah, I'll hold here, but yeah,
Yeah.
there's a
And I will
couple.
say, like, I remember, forever ago, years ago. God, I've known you for years now. We're getting
I know,
old.
I know.
But I just remember years ago when we used to think like, oh, like if we were going on the Amazing Race, who would you do it with? And I remember you saying that you would want to do it with Adam because you want Adam to have the opportunity to like see so much more of the world and like push himself to achieve things that he might doubt his ability to do. And so then when you have this opportunity and like you can do the Amazing Race with your brother, with Adam specifically, and I mean, I really gotta say, like, watching him do that roadblock and, just knowing his struggle with diabetes, even going back to, what was the roadblock? The building roadblock in Croatia. When you built the carts, I grabbed Adam's bag because he was literally crashing as we were going down to the waiting area. And I'm like, Adam, give me your bag. He's like, no, I got it. I'm like, Adam, give me your bag. Like, let me get it. He's like beeping as we're walking down. And I was like, give me the fucking bag. Like, this is crazy. So it just, like, he has no quit. Like, Adam has zero quit. He will not let external forces stop him. And I think that, like, I think the race in particular was really the catalyst in him discovering that. And so it's just been
Mhm.
really, like, it's one thing to hear those stories from you now that we've talked about it after everything, but like, there have been so many times where I've said like, wow, I can't wait to actually watch this now. And
Mhm.
yeah,
It's very surreal. I think it's very good for him, for even me. There's times where like I'm always like, Adam's an inspiration. He does a lot. Like I've witnessed since we were kids how much his diabetes has affected his life, and I think I got a little numb to it, and the race woke it up to me, witnessing firsthand, just like every night when we would get back to the hotel, like after everything we went to, I would, be so tired. And the first thing I'd want to do is just lay on my bed. And I have that privilege, I have that luxury to just sit there and think of nothing. The first thing Adam would have to do is immediately unzip our backpack, take his insulin out, take it immediately out, put all his, fridge, because we're carrying ice packs, put all his ice packs in the fridge so that way the next day they can stay cool. Put all his insulin in the fridge, make sure the refrigerator is working, pull out his devices, pull out every single one of them, put them all in the chargers to make sure they're charging, double check his sugar, look at the menu, see what the because we were in Europe, everything was so high in carbs. See what he's allowed to eat now after like a long day. Like it's just all these little things he does on autopilot that we don't think of at all. And that he just has to take into consideration for the next day. And then he would like, hey, Yusuf, can you put my overlay patch to make sure my Dexcom doesn't fall? Can you do? It's just all these little things that people who have diabetes just compound and have to deal with every single day, and they do it in silence, they do it proudly, and I really think they are truly inspirations to all of us because it's something we take for granted. Watching him in full time, I mean, since obviously we grew up when we were kids, but we don't live together as much when we're adults, and watching how it affects his adult life, that the race really peeled that open for me. It was eye opening, and I had so much admiration and respect for him. Like every single leg, every single race, every time I was struggling, every time I'm doing a roadblock or a detour, I would think of him or look at him and be like, he's doing this with his blood sugar fluctuating. Like you better get through and show out. So he's doing an amazing job, and I think he's really. I've noticed that there's been a lot. I mean, he recently did. an interview with a bunch of young diabetics, and they were all like, how the hell could you do the race? Like a lot of them, you can hear the doubt in their conversation. And I know there's been previous who are also motivational and influential to Adam participating in the race. Like right when we were in the process, the first thing Adam did was look to see if there were any. He saw that one person with diabetes won, so that motivated him. He's like, I can do this too. He's like, I can bring my devices on the show. I'll be the first person to wear the Dexcom and the Omnipod, and I'm just really proud of him. So he's really representing in more ways than one.
He's the best.
Yeah, he's really being a trooper, and you can see Adam's coming out of his shell too. Like he's a little bit more of an introvert, big personality. All the Abdens have it. Like it's hiding in there, but he normally
All
is a
y'all
little bit more.
Abdens. Fill
Yeah,
a room.
yeah. I know you when you would. You, Taylor's a little bit more on the introvert now, so I want you guys to think of all my family members when we were having dinners.
Oh my god. The potatoes were good though. The dog
Them
potatoes
potatoes were slapping, yeah.
were real good.
Them potatoes were hitting.
Yep. And them dogs, all them big ass dogs y'all got
Oh
in that house.
yeah. Oh my God, with the Arabic TV blasting and everything. Yes. You were just like,
Well, welcome. Hello. I'm gonna get more than potatoes. I'm gonna stuff my mouth. Well, on the one side of inspirational and like aspirational for the Abdens, what the fuck was going on over here? Genuinely, this was here's my thing, and I have a lot of things, but here's my big thing. How much of this am I really gonna say? I think that's what I'm thinking right now. I think like for me going, no, fuck, I won't go that deep. I'll just say the last leg and this leg and the way that it's been edited have been so disappointing because look, like I get all the messages, I get all the DMs, y'all tag me and say all the things on the internet, my personality online, whatever. Banna, this is not a safe space. You know damn well this is not a safe space. It's TikTok live, please. What I really can't stand is the edit that Kyland is getting and the way that people are talking about Kyland through this edit. Because I specifically remember, no, I'll say it this way. First, last leg, every opportunity where I could have messed up something, I fumbled. I lost all of our clues in one place. I was steering the little pontoon raft that we had to build, steering it completely wrong. Joseph, you had to stick it into the ground and push yourself. I thought it was just like, bro, I was just treading water with the stick.
oh, you were just cutting through, cutting through the water. Yeah, there's it's literally a stick.
Yeah, and so Kyle's like, you're touching the ground, right? And I was like, no, why would I be touching the ground? He's like, Taylor. He's like, Taylor, like it's not. So then he goes into like checking everything, explaining everything. That's reason number one why I'm like, I think I'm good at everything. And I'm very good at a lot of things. And when I am not good at something the first try, I get very hard on myself and I shut down. And so Kylan did a lot of emotional balancing to communicate what was needed and kind of like deal with a partner who was just completely shutting down. And so a lot of the things that people are seeing right now is like Kylan narrating, motivating, being direct. You know what I'm saying? And then me not responding. And so people see this imbalance of like, this man is being condescending and talking down to this woman and she's not saying anything. And it's literally making him look like he's some condescending asshole. And it's making me look like I'm some spineless bitch that can't stand the fuck up for herself. And so it's just really infuriating watching that happen because it's like, Kylan is literally doing God's work. There were so many times where I've said in our interviews after a leg, I was like, the person that dates me has to be a very patient person. I was like, Kylan is like being a saint. And I am
You don't say.
Shut the hell up, Joseph. So I'm like, I was literally being a saint. Like, I shut down at this point. I shut down at that point. I'm literally saying this in our interviews in the race. And then you fast forward to, the edit from last episode, and it's like, Kylan's saying, like, we can't be sloppy, and then slams the car door on me. Where in actuality, that moment was me, again, shut down, irritated because I'm fucking shit up. Like, I'm not being as effective as I know I can be. And Kylan literally stops me from like running off and still being in a pissy mood. And he literally pulls me in and is like, hey, like, we're in this together. We're not fighting each other. Like, we could win the amazing race and lose if we lose each other. He's like, we love each other. We're here. We don't want to be moving hectic. We don't want to be like, we don't want to be moving sloppy. Are you here? And I'm literally like, yes. Thank you.
Yeah, that is not what I saw, man.
Hello? It
Yeah.
said,
Well,
don't
what's
be
funny?
sloppy.
Yeah.
What is this? That's crazy. That is crazy.
Well, I remember you telling me on the race, like when I checked in with you one time, you're like, I just appreciate how Kylan's been handling me shut down. So I'm thinking like I'm like everything's going very smooth and whatever. And then like you said, you tune in and you're like, wait, what's going on there? Um,
Literally.
but I also do remember you saying that it's been new for you to navigate like being with such a competitor like Kylan, where like you're like you said, you're like, normally I'm good at everything. I remember thinking in my head, I was like, damn, I got a problem with this team because you were like, I'm good at everything, and this guy's making me look like I'm not good at something. And I was like, well, Taylor, you're better than me at most things. So if he's being better than you, like the math is
Yeah, it's terrifying. I think even
um
at I'll just call it what it is. Like, even at the shipwrecks, because that's what we call it for real. At the
oh my
shipwrecks,
god, that
like,
was so funny.
it was. Like, I'm not
I
gonna
can't
lie.
believe they didn't put him in the. By the end of it, oh my god, this edit would have been so funny. You two
Give
were
the Joseph
like,
at it. Go for it.
you two were like bickering like
We were
normally in the
shit show
beginning.
pulling up.
Yeah, it was a shit show pulling up. But then by the end of it, you two, oh my god, Adam was clowning me so hard. By the end of it, you two were like, oh, I got you, baby. Like, oh my god, let me get this poop out of your eye, everything. And Adam was looking at me. He's like, how you holding up over there, buddy? I was like, oh.
Oh my god. Oh my
Because
god.
you two guys, when they first showed up, it was definitely like a shit show.
Yeah.
Like the car slamming door, whatever. Like you could see they had to get a rhythm. But by the
Yeah.
end of it, they were very much in sync. Like they were like putting it back together. And then me and Adam, like I remember one time you guys were like, okay, we'll do this, and they got this cute little system going or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I go check, and they go wrong, 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 wrong. And I was like, okay.
Y'all
So
had
Adam's like, how
five of
you
your bricks wrong. It was
yeah, we had
crazy.
five. Adam goes, "How you doing over there, boss man?" He started telling me, he was like, "So let me get this right. You got five different." I'm so surprised. Sometimes they just don't show like his first. Adam looks at me. He goes, "I was like, damn, I'm not in the mood." He was like, "So your ex kikiing over there, and they're figuring shit out, and you molding shit bricks over here by yourself." And he's so lucky you have a good sense of humor because I was like, damn. He goes, who would have thought? Like he goes,
Who would have thought?
he was like, this is where you at right now. You making shit bricks while you're with your ex, right? And she working it out over there. I was like,
Yep.
whatever.
And that's the
Oh
thing,
my
like,
god.
I think when you told us, it was literally on this leg that we just did, where you were like, what'd you say? You're like, yeah, y'all were kind of a shit show getting there, but like, you said, like, in the car, you and Adam were like, oh, damn, like,
Yeah,
it's cool to
they're
see you now. But
yeah, it was very sweet. Like once you two got a rhythm and like things were working and smoothing it out, like it was very cool to like it was cool to also see you happy. Like Adam, I remember watching because he's like newer to seeing you and Kylan, and he was like it was nice to see Taylor
everyone
go
is.
from a lower point and be brought back up to a happy point.
Yeah.
Because goddamn, when y'all are at shit breaks, y'all were at a low
Woo! It really
points got.
started like bickery. It was very bickery energy. And then, so that was, the last leg. And then we get into this leg. And I just like, it's so disappointing because that Michi was like, we just had such a great leg together between how physical it was with the running, literally running all over where we Romania.
Oh my God.
Running. And like Kylan is a fast person. He's a strong person. Like he's all the great things you can say about somebody's physicality, you know, like even like personality, all the good things aside, like that man is a competitor. And I am not a long distance runner. So already you have a gender balance. You know, we be sprinting, people like me. So, yeah. Well, that's too. That's not an excuse. Damn. Damn. So anyway, I'm just trying to keep up. He's literally like timing out, okay, we're going to run for 2 minutes. We're going to walk for 1 minute, literally being so accommodating, super motivating, and just like, it just sucks that people aren't seeing. It sucks that the show is not showing how supportive and kind and patient and gentle he is. Because then you fast forward to the end, we're making the Michi. First of all, I walk in there all cocky. Come on, Kyle, and your Michi's a little, oh my God, I wish I showed this. I'm literally mocking his Michi. I'm like, that one looks a little skinny to me. I don't know if that one's thick enough. That's not long enough, Kyle. And I don't know about that. We walk over there, every single one of his gets cleared, and like 3 of mine are wrong. And I was like, okay, just 3. It's just 3. I'll go do them real quick. I redo them. The guy checks them. He dings the 3 that I remade, and I think he had me do like 2 more again. He like took away some that I originally had. And now I'm like, this is supposed to be an easy task. Like, what do you mean I can't get it right? We go again. I do them, you know, however many it took. We go back there again. I swear to you, this man, the Michi man, he goes, looks right at me. It's simple. Huh? See? This. And I'm like, okay. We go back over there, and that is when Kylan is like, roll it this way. Do it this way. No, don't do it like this. Do it like this. And so you've got me, cocky motherfucker over here, thinking I'm CEO chef of the day, got humbled real quick, and then again and again. Now I got Mr. Good at Everything over here being like, do it this way, Taylor. It's the right way. And I'm like, but my way was supposed to be the right way. Crashing out and trying to hold it inside so I don't explode in the Michi manner. I don't know. So finally, he's like, do it this way. And I just go flop. I was like, fuck this Michi. Fuck the Michi man. Fuck the Michi man. I don't want to be here anymore. I'm like just imploding. And he's like, don't do that, Taylor. Literally so kind and so patient. And you see me just like, it's like remember those old school cartoons where the steam would just come out of their ears?
Come out the ears.
That was literally me. And it's not because of how Kylan's talking to me. It's because I'm not doing it right again. And I think what like, obviously all of that just makes me so sad for the reaction to be like, Kylan's so condescending and Kylan's so this and Kylan's so that. I'm like, he's being a saint and I am being a cunt. And then I think like what would have been really, really nice is that moment when Kylan says like, okay, now can we do it like we have love in our heart? And you just see it immediately disarms me. And I'm like,
yeah, that was a cute moment.
Yeah, like I literally snapped from being like angry and mad and upset with myself to just like smiling and happy. Like he knew exactly the way to, you know, it took a couple times, but we had a task to do. But like he knew exactly the way to pull me right back into being present and being present with him. And so it was like, that was the best part of that whole moment. It's literally a Taylor Hale implosion, a literal meltdown. And my partner is just trying to achieve the goal and then pulls me out of it. And it's like, I wish they sat in that a little bit more because that music was this like menacing, angry music. And it looked like it was coming from Kylan directed at me when it's really like, I'm imploding. So I hate, and I've been very consistent in this since my Big Brother days. You remember this, Joseph. Like, I hate when people that don't deserve or even people that do deserve it, but especially people that don't deserve hate, vitriol, shit talk about them, get it on my behalf or because of like some relation they have to me. There are some people that maybe deserve it, but it's like Kylan doesn't deserve that stuff. And it just like, it hurts my heart because what you're seeing in the edit is this condescending guy, but in actuality, you have an autistic ADHD man who is being so patient and direct, even through his frustration. So it's like, I wish there was space for that to be shown in the edit. And I think you and I have talked about this a lot, like even coming off the show being like, wow, like compared to the season before us, we're going to have a Black autistic man who is just so patient and gentle and caring with his partner. And I was like, I'm really excited for the world to see that. And what we're getting is like, here's this couple that's never gonna make it because they're always fighting and he's condescending and she shuts down. And I'm like, I think you can have that without painting someone who is being on a show to represent being biracial, Black and Mexican, being autistic, being or having ADHD, like all of these things. Like this is a very multifaceted person, and it just hurts my heart to see him portrayed this way. So I don't know, man. I just really, really, really hope that in the next episode we get to see Kylan be the version of the person that I know he is, that you know he is, that everybody on the season knows to be.
I think they'll do it in some. You could kind of see it leaking towards the end of like at least in this episode. Like once he makes that little comment to you about like adding some love to it, and you start laughing and showing
Love
happy.
in our hearts.
That was more of like what you explained to me. Your experience was that's what I was more
Yeah.
anticipating to see because that's what you shared with me how it was. You were like, we had our little normal regular relationship frustrations, but at the end of the day, he knew how to make me smile and, make light of a situation that was frustrating. Because, I mean, even all of us, one thing about Amazing Race is that's why just chemistry is so important. I mean, one good thing I do know, oh God, I don't even, we need next episode to air.
Now,
Because, oh yeah, just know we all
expeditiously.
about to
Okay.
be on podcasts because,
It's
we
gonna
got
be
to
a fire
talk.
cast on every
Yeah,
podcast.
I think every person who is in the U-turn is going, and because there are so many storylines that are very relevant, but they just don't exist. Like you
Not
guys
in it.
don't know about them, especially from the airbase and everything. I don't know how next episode is going to come together. Like I'm very
Yeah,
interested
same.
to see how there's just so many nuanced things because of all of our pre-existing relationships that come into play at this double U-turn that it's going to be very, very interesting to watch how it ties all together. But all I know is everybody is going to be jumping on every podcast,
I would not be
yapping about
shocked.
every reason. Oh yeah, the chat
I might
BCC.
not say a damn thing. How about
I
that?
might check out too. I might just be like, honestly, have your opinions. I'm checking
Actually,
out. Like,
wait. When's next Wednesday? What day is that? Oh, I'll be at F1 in Vegas. I
is
don't think
that?
I'll.
Oh,
Uh oh.
is it right before Thanksgiving?
The week before Thanksgiving.
Oh, it's the week before. Yeah, then
Is there an episode on the 20th? There's got to be an episode on the 26th, I imagine.
probably.
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah, chat
The
BCC and
finale,
our hap.
finale is on the 10th, right? And it's
Yes.
the 1, 2, 3.
Damn,
Yeah. Well,
we're
that's 4 weeks away. So,
yeah. Who would have thought? This is so funny. That we ended up. Which, by the way, fun fact: when Taylor and I immediately got off Big Brother, they couldn't tell us because Derek and Claire were the winners, but they told us immediately, "You two are not going on Amazing Race." So
quickly.
y'all keep that on the they're going on Amazing Race.
So annoying. Yeah.
We knew like on day two, they were like, you guys can't qualify. We're not putting any Big Brother people on any
Can't
Amazing Race.
qualify. It wasn't even qualify. It was we got lunch with someone in casting, and they
Yeah,
were
and they
straight up. We asked. We were like, "Hey, so like a lot of people are asking us about going on the race," and they were like, "Oh
no.
no."
Yeah.
Just
They
straight
were
up
literally like,
no.
no. And we were like, oh, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
And I think, yeah, we
And
were like,
and then I
yeah,
saw Derek and Claire, and I was like, you won the Amazing Race. And they were like, interesting theory. I said,
I,
no, you did. Because we just met with the director. Shit. Well, there it is. I said, we
yeah.
just talked to casting, and they said, we can't even do it. So I know you won. They were like,
Meanwhile, they were
interesting.
like, "We're in the middle of a move to a much bigger house." I was like, "Okay," and they were like, "Come
Hello.
watch, come watch the Amazing Race in our much bigger house now." I was like, "Oh, I
Yeah.
wonder how
All
this
right.
ends."
Okay. I know what you
uh,
are.
but the way we end up on the race still together, and it's actually so crazy in hindsight. Like,
Well, I mean, they asked me to go on the race before Big Brother. I asked to go on Big Brother for whatever year that was, 2022. When they DM'd me about going on reality TV, it was like, oh, do you want to go on? They asked if I want to go on The Amazing Race. That was the first pitch. And I said, no, I don't want to ruin a relationship for a TV show.
oh,
Bah.
so put me in that damn house instead. Well, you know what's funny is they initially called me for Big Brother, but I think they wanted to put me on Survivor once they got to know me and I
Yeah, that
went through
makes
the
sense.
once they got to know me and put me through the casting process. When I became an alt, they were like, "We're gonna put you on Survivor," and I was like, "Okay, like what is the topping around stuff? What is this TV stuff?" God, I was such a baba when through the casting process. They were like, "Oh,
You
you're
didn't
like,
even know what like the concept of pop culture was. You remember? Like I had to
no,
teach you
I
what
did not."
pop
Yeah,
culture was.
yeah.
The pop culture news. That's
Yeah,
what I
by the
was.
way, that's actually crazy. She would, yeah, I don't even know if I've ever said that. Yeah, they were 100% when I became an alternate for Big Brother. I don't even know what season, I guess, of Survivor I would have been on. The goal was I become an alternate on Big Brother. I don't get put on the show, and then they put me on Survivor. That was kind of like the pipeline they wanted to do. Um,
Mm.
but here we are.
I don't
Um,
even know what season of Survivor that would have been, just because I don't keep up with Survivor. But
Yeah, 2022. I guess someone from here will probably know. I guess if I was when were we in July of 2022, I would have then moved from July of 2022 and started casting for Survivor after.
so it's season 42. Who won 42? Was it that? Oh, was that the first like premiere party that we went to, or finale party? Remember, like
Oh,
there were two competing Survivor finale parties,
I
and
know.
we went to
Oh, I love
those because
Marianne.
we were crazy.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. I don't remember who it was for.
Wait, hold on. Someone said 43 and 44 had just filmed, so 45. So yeah, it's not that if 42 aired in 2022, then it would not have been that. It would have been what it was filming.
Yeah, whatever was filming then, that's what I would have potentially been.
Can
Um,
you imagine you two not meeting? What a timeline that would have been.
we would have found each other. We would. Yeah, I'm not concerned about that. We were.
I don't think
I
we would have
actually
found each other. We
in
never
the.
would have
If,
met.
oh no, no. If I went on
We talked
Survivor,
about this
then.
before. We never would have met if we never did reality TV show.
Oh yeah. Like if I, it's actually so crazy how close I was to not even just doing. Like when they told me I was an alternate, I was like, oh okay. Like they were like,
On
are
a
you? I was like,
cruise,
I don't care. I was like,
not a care in the world.
yeah. I was like, what? Because I think I'm one of the, I guess, few people through the like going on TV did not sound appealing to me. Oh, my family was terrified again. A huge reason I was willing to go on TV was because how much of my family said no. Not because I was like, oh, yeah, I don't watch TV. I don't know what happens. I barely was on social media. Like, I didn't really have a digital footprint. I didn't, it's actually so crazy to, again, like Taylor said, I'm not joking. She had to explain to me what pop culture meant. Like, I will never forget. She had to teach me like where memes come from. Like you guys have no idea how much I lived under a rock. I miss those days. Like I still
It would
do.
have been Survivor 44, which filmed June 5th, 2022 to June 30th, 2022. That's the season that had Carolyn and Jam Jam on it.
Oh well, no. If I'm an alt in July of 2022, it would be after that because remember
Oh, so you're saying,
I was supposed
okay.
to fly home, and the plan was like, hey, we're gonna follow up with you for the next season of Survivor.
Okay, so then it would have been 45, which, who won? Oh, D's season.
Oh, then yeah, then that would have been where I
That
was.
was
Okay, they
cool.
were gonna get someone from Miami over there. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, they got. I was so removed from the. I still don't know the guy who found me till this day. I was like, bro, how? And they don't tell me, but just to show you how when Love Island called me and they were like, "Oh my God, please do," I didn't know what Love Island was. Like they called, they had a conversation, and when I found out what it was and it going on, I was like, "No, thank you." Like, what do you mean, no, thank you? I was like,
I love this
exactly what I mean.
question. Do you think your friendship would hold up if you were both on the same season of The Traitors?
That's a whoa. That's a good question. Um,
Who would have thought?
ask
That's all I'll say. Who would have
ask me
thought?
that. Ask me that question.
Stop talking. Stop talking. Stop talking.
Follow up with that question.
Stop talking. Don't say it. Don't. Stop talking.
Um, yeah.
Oh my god.
I will say this: we have a bond that can pass the tail of.
It's been tested. I'll tell you that for sure.
Oh yeah, damn well. In both directions, in both our defenses. Like one thing y'all got to pull back on is wasn't there a rumor we hated each other and we did it? Like you got to pull back on that. We clearly don't hate each other.
No,
Like at the
you
bare
guys wanted
minimum,
Sahita so bad. You wanted Jailer to be a scam so bad.
so
You
bad.
wanted the relationship to be a scam so bad. You wanted the breakup to be a scam so bad. You want the friendship to be a scam so bad. You want us to hate each
Give
other.
us
Then you
something,
turn around
yeah.
and say
Give
they
us
still
something.
love each
You
other.
gotta say at the bare minimum we can put up with each other. Like you gotta concede on that. You gotta give that. Like I remember there was give us that. You gotta be like I think they kind of fuck with each other at the bare minimum because there was a huge like they can't even stand each other. Like this is all for that.
That
You
was
gotta
crazy. Yeah.
yeah. You gotta at least give us like wait. I think
Oh, who owns it? Is someone calling you? You're muted. Can I unmute you? No, you have to unmute yourself. Who muted it? Who muted this man? They said, "Shut up, Joseph." Tap yourself and then hit the microphone. Big Brother is watching. Oh my god, one time I boarded a flight and I like made a joke about like the cameras or a scanner or something like that. And the flight attendant took my ticket and scanned it and he said, "Big Brother's always watching." And I was like, I didn't know if he knew. Yeah.
oh
He's
there we
back.
go. I'm
There you
back.
go.
Did you guys hear anything I said?
No, not at all.
Thank God. All right, something's like I get. They were like the network's trying to silence you, or someone wrote that. I was
Don't
like,
let them silence you, King. Someone asked, "Are Kyle and Joseph friends?"
no, I'm just kidding. We are. Um, honestly, to his detriment, because as you can see, like I'm not easy. Like I make both their lives miserable.
Shut the fuck up. They might text each other more than I text each of them.
I got him. It's so funny. I
The
got him
anime of it
into
all.
anime. I got him big into anime, and one like it was like a low key ick Taylor had of mine was me watching anime. And then I was like, you know what? You know what's gonna be great is if he loves anime. So now he loves anime.
I was like, "Say, I'm just gonna ruin it all for me." He said, "I can't ruin it one way. I'm gonna ruin it another."
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm
Wait, hold
still
on.
applying, guys.
Now let's talk about this. They said, "Oh well, I'll say it. I'm very proud of you and Adam for wearing your keffiyehs on every single episode." And it
Ah,
made
this is why
me
I
so
won.
sad, like genuinely like hurts my heart that I know how often you guys said the word Palestinian. I know how often you guys you named yourselves the Palestinians, which is a
We
phenomenal
did.
name. That is so
Thank you,
good.
thank you,
I'm
thank you,
mad we
thank
didn't
you,
come up
thank
with
you.
a team name for
But
us, but Palestinians is so good and it deserves to be on the show just as much as the what are Jack and Turbinators is a really
oh
good name.
yeah,
You know what else is a really good name? The oh my god, the guys, the cousins that competed like
Afghanimals.
Afghanimals, yes.
Yes,
Like
yes, 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 yes.
Palestinians is goated. Afghanimals,
Yeah,
goated.
well,
Terminators, goated. They're
we
so
had
good. You guys deserve to be there.
we had Pal Stallions when we were in the front of the pack, and we were Sugar Rush when we were in the back of the pack. So it was like a whole
And
thing. We talked about it all the time. We were always like, "Oh, Pal Stallions are up, baby!" Every time we were first three, and then like this leg, we were like, Sugar Rush got to pick it up. Like we're all in the back. We would always call it Sugar Rush because we got to rush. So anytime we were
Palestine.
in the back of the pack, we were Sugar Rush. But yeah, I mean, it was. I mean, a huge reason I even went on Big Brother was similar reason. I think my first lines on Big Brother 24 is like. It goes back to why I even went on TV in the first place was Arab representation. It's the only interest I had. Did not give a obviously 750K, great, whatever. But I remember talking to my mom and my uncle and stuff, and they were like, "We don't do well in those spaces. Like, stay away from it." And I was like, "Says who? Like, if we always stay away, and we don't cave away or let people get familiar with us or see who we are as people, then nothing's ever going to change. Nothing changes if nothing changes." I remember my mom's a huge fan of reality TV. I mean, I mean, when you met her, because of her sickness, it's all she knows. She just
Yeah.
watches TV because she's bedridden often, and she's like, I never really have anyone I can relate to or root for. And when I do see people like us, yeah, we're usually villainized or having a hard time. So I was like, okay, well, I'll go and give you someone you can root for. She was like, no, 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 it's too risky.
Yeah.
And that's why I went. That's why I think my first line, I still don't remember anything from BB24, but I was like, I want to make sure that I represent my Palestinian and Syrian heritage. And that went, but, I was like, just to be safe, I'm going to pack this caveat.
Like I said, what's the vibe of the next episode without spoilers? And no, Candace, I am perfectly like so happy with Kylan being my partner. I would never change it ever, and I would do it a million times over and over and over again with him in a heartbeat.
Change it with me.
Period. What'd you say?
What?
Woo.
I didn't say anything.
It's giving shipwrecks.
Yeah, it is.
So they look great. They look
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah, when you slipped, that was so I'm like hammering down this shit. Like I'm like going one, two, three, four, and all I hear is whoop behind me. And you can even see the hesitation. I'm like, there's no way someone fell, and that said someone is the Taylor Hale. Like there's just by the way, you guys have to understand, I really know Taylor. Like when it comes to
yeah.
when she pulled up at shit breaks, I was like, where's her express pass? Like this is it. She's out of here. There's no way in hell she does this. When I saw her doing this, I was like, I was trying so hard not to get involved in there. I was genuinely about to stop making my shit break and just watch her. But I was like, I'll watch it back on TV later. So when I heard her slip behind me, I'm like, there's no way that she just fell in
You
this.
know, the other thing about that is like, I wanted so badly. And I think, like, I wish this is what was kind of like really being pounded through. I wanted so badly to be equally as good at everything and like divide the labor equally, or at least be equally as good at like one end of a task and kind of be equally as good as another good end of a task. So when we got to shipwrecks, I was like, I can do anything. I can do anything. And then I'm making the bricks and I'm not as good at making the bricks as Kylan is. And I'm like, well, so what? Am I just going to get, oh, period.
Oh,
Oh, thank you. Tea. So I'm like, I'm just gonna be the runner. I'm just gonna get the dirt and the shit and the water. That sucks. Like I want to be making the bricks and being just as good as this. And I remember I did a trip and came back and kind of like figured it out. And I was like, oh, I don't have to be equally perfect at every single thing. Like I have things I can be very good at, and Kylan can have things that he can be very good at. But like that was a serious struggle for me. And so like again, like a lot of that frustration or shutting down that people are seeing on the race is literally me feeling like I'm not strong enough, competent enough, and literally doing that with like one of the strongest competitors in reality TV right now. So anyway, I say all that to say, there I am, now enthusiastically running to get more dirt or clay or whatever the hell it was called, trying to make a joke with Joseph, going, get out of my way. Whoop!
Yeah, I
And
remember
where
last I heard her was
specifically do I slip? I don't
right in
slip
the
in
shit.
like random dirt.
Oh no,
I don't
no, it
slip in
was
random
full
water.
blown the shit pile.
Full blown the designated pile of shit.
And I remember how I was like,
I wipe
"Where's the girl
out.
that Taylor yells at me like that's that Joseph karma." Taylor goes, she was telling me. I remember she was like, "Get out of my way," and you can hear people slipping. So I didn't want to move, but she's obviously joking with me, and she's like, "Get out of my way," and I w- I go, "Where'd that voice go?" And I look down, and I just see
On the
her
ground.
plastered in the poop, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And I
I
help her
think
up.
even in the episode when you see like I stand up and I'm kind of smiling, I think I literally go like Joseph's karma.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I didn't even think at that first point. I'm like, is she okay? So I go to help you, but here's the thing. I was like, Taylor's going to crash. This is bad. Like, this is bad. So
This will break her.
she's still smiling. Oh,
Okay,
oh,
bunny.
yeah. What was that? Don't do
Your
that.
nipples away. Hold on. I
Whoa, did a nip
gotta
come out?
censor this man a little bit.
Um, TikTok's gonna shut us down.
Right?
Um, So I remember I look at Taylor and I'm like, oh wow, she's handling this well. She's smiling. So I go to help her, and then she's still smiling. She goes, "Nobody come near me or touch me." And I go, "There it is." I was like, "That's what I was looking for." And I was like, "Yeah,
Also, look, it was like
hi."
60% that and 40% I am covered in shit. Anybody that healthy is going to slip and get dragged down with me. Save
Oh
yourself. It
yeah,
was
there were multiple
60%.
parts to it. No,
Nope.
60% I'm about to crack, and 40% of like, hey, we're all covered in
Save
poop. So I didn't
yourself.
care. I was like, yeah, I was like, I remember her telling her, she's like, you don't want to get any more. When I went to help her, she said that to me after. She goes, I don't want you to help me. I don't want you to get any more poop on you on yourself from me. I was like, Taylor, look at me. I was like, I literally looked at her. I was like, look at me. I was like, do you think your poop now is gonna like really send me over the edge now? And she was like, I got it. And she stood back up. And then 5 minutes later, Kylan got it in his eye. So then
Well, no,
he's
Kylan
running
got in his
out,
eye like right when we got there. I think 5 minutes later is when Kylan slipped in it.
or then Kylan slipped in it. Yeah. Long story short, you had Taylor was not. They were down bad. Like you had Taylor in the poop, and Kylan like can't see because of the poop. And
I think there's a point where you see Kylan has like the giant reflective glasses
yes,
on.
yes, yes. He's
It's
like,
like
where's my
those are the things
glasses?
that are gonna help.
Yeah, he's like, "Where's my glasses?" And they hid the like water for the poop in the back, so you
Oh
had
my
to run around
god.
the back, and it was this weak water thing.
Like
God
little
bless
scream. Oh.
whoever I asked for directions after. He was like, "Oh my god, so cool! You guys are on a TV show." Oh my god, I destroyed his like phone with my hands. Like I remember he was like,
Joseph,
"Oh,
it
this is
was
so
in the
cool."
clue. It said we had to wash our hands before we. You didn't read that part.
No, no, I did. I washed my hands, but I just was covered in so much poop that, like, I'm
Oh.
sorry, like, I was not clean. I was not a clean person. But the guy was freaking out. He's like, "Oh my god, a TV show? Is this the race?" And I
Yeah.
was like, "I'm going to make sure you remember this."
We'll never forget it.
Yeah, by the way, in my defense, I told him I was like, "Hey, I'm covered in poop right now," and he was just so ecstatic that like TV and the Rays. I was like, "Yeah, yeah, please, can I use your phone? I'm covered in poop, by the way." And he was like, "Why are you covered in poop? That's so cool." I was like,
There's
not
some lucky
cool.
breaks you'll get just from being on the race. Like when we took the taxi from whatever was before, oh, from the horses to House of Houdini, where we saw you guys when we first got there. The taxi driver was like, he didn't want us to pay. He was like, nope, it's my gift to you. Good luck, go forth. We were like, you're so nice. Thank you.
Yeah, you do get some really cool, especially when people recognize us from Big Brother. That was always so handy. Oh my God, we had like, when we would ask for directions on trains, like when we're sitting and it's a very long commute. If someone recognized us from Big Brother and then realized we were doing Amazing Race, the best person to ask for directions because they're
Yes.
full blown like cooperative. They let us use the phone as long as we want to. Um, I'm actually getting some really funny tags of people who recognized us while running and like took a lot of like behind the scene footage and then
Mm,
sending it to us. I also, by the way, I took some pictures with I have to find them. I would take pictures with certain things and then ask like if I had time, I
yeah.
would ask a stranger like, "Hey, can you text it to my phone number?" So they sent pictures of me. Like I
Um,
think we have me and Adam doing one at these certain locations. I took I have to find some, but I
that's
took some.
really smart.
There's
That's
like a lot of
cool.
there was a lot of free Palestine stuff. And
Yeah,
I would
like
run by it with the
graffiti type
cameras. Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, I would run by it with the cameras like this, and I was like, oh, they're not gonna. So I would ask like a stranger, like, hey, can you take a picture of me? And they would take the picture and be like, I was like, can you text it to this number? They're like, why? I'm like, please just do it.
Please, I need you to. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that was a crazy, crazy, crazy experience. Oh my god. I'm still
Yeah,
are you I'm still beat up from it. Like I'm still in pain. My wrist I fell so
I
damn hard in Prague. Oh my god, that shit hurts till today.
yeah. No,
Did I see
I have not been able to work out the same. I don't know what it is, but like I don't know if it's because I turned 30 and maybe it's just the 30-year-old joints hitting different now, but like I get in more pain now when I run, when I work, when I like exert my body, I'm more prone to pain, which is very, very,
same.
very, very new. Um and like to the point where I have not been consistent in my workouts since coming back from the race enough where like we're starting to see it on my body. Like I got a little bit of stuff is hanging over my jeans in ways that have never happened. Like my clothes don't really fit me anymore. So I was thinking about doing a video being like, I fell off. I'm kind of seeing my body change in ways I'm not
Oh
used to. So I got to
please,
get back on track.
if this is falling off, then sign me up.
What the hell? I wear sweatpants. I feel like Regina George. Sweatpants are all I have that fit me right now.
um is that me what show is that show is that show is that You guys have no idea how many things I
Yeah, he deserved to be paused for that. That's crazy. An old movie's crazy. Yeah, you deserve that cut. You feed cut. You deserve that. That's crazy. Regina George got him. The gods paused him for that. He did. He had it coming.
Oh, I'm back. What was that? I couldn't hear you.
No, the feed cut. You deserved that.
Oh, the feed's cut. No, you know what it is? It's my screen time. So my screen time's up, so it kicks me off. By the way, guys,
Um,
screen time's very healthy. See, the next time it comes, I can't send it away. So I'm gonna if I just cut off the next time, the app kicked me
that's
out.
it.
Like I'm done.
Is it screen time for
Uh,
TikTok specifically?
for all apps. So I'll be kicked off everything. When the next one hits, that's it. I'm done for the day, and the day
Okay.
already started. So you guys will not hear me
Oh
yapping
shit.
on
Wow.
social media
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Nice,
You
nice,
guys will
nice.
not catch a a justice post or something that pissed me off. Trying to silence him. Oh yeah, don't even get me started. What was I saying before it cut? Was Simone in here? Guys,
Simone's
Simone
here?
Chada is here.
Hi.
Simone Baloney, show yourself, Simone. Oh, I'm gonna be so happy if I see that little hi guys. I love
Oh my
Simone.
god, stop. Oh, yes, hi. Hi, Simone.
Oh yes, hi Simone Baloney with your little smiley
That's such
face.
a cute name. Oh my
Simone,
god.
what are you doing up this late, Baloney? I'm gonna have to call Hannah Banana about this.
Oh my god.
I
We
love
have what,
Simone
like 4
Baloney.
minutes left to
Um,
get kicked off again? Anyway, someone asked what we can expect for the next episode.
well,
You saw the preview, right?
um, oh, the W. I'm not gonna say anything. Honestly, I'm still trying to figure out what happened next episode till this day. I was there. I still don't really know how everything came to be. That'll make
Hmm.
more sense when you watch. Yeah, that'll make more sense when you watch it. Oh, I can't wait for next episode because I just know we're all gonna have
It's about to be
some.
popping next week. I'm gonna say
They
that.
better all. Yeah, I'm sorry that they 100% have to. That shit better be popping. Um, because it was popping.
With
Like
90 minutes, I want to see half of that time be the vote alone.
Yes.
Roadblock, detour, route info,
I don't even
whatever.
remember
Yeah, pit
what.
stop. I want to see the votes.
Oh my God. Yeah, that was an insane day. Yeah, I can't wait to see how that plays out. Oh my God, the ending of that day too. Oh my God. Yep, yep, yep. Guys, we're not even,
Mhm.
I'm not even trying to hype up an episode. That there's no way they can fumble that you have what you
I
need.
don't know, because remember they did. I just think about Joseph's birthday all the time. We were like, the episode's gonna start. Happy birthday.
Oh yeah. Oh my God,
Daniel
that could have
yelling
been
at me. And then what
that.
else? Jasmine passing out. Then it's the late night meeting. The nacho or the what was it? The tacos? Fajitas.
Oh,
Fajita
Fajita
gate.
Gate. Yeah, that was you really had me dying that night.
It's fine.
Oh my
But
God, I
we
remember.
really
I
thought
think
that
there's
was
like
gonna
a
be the whole
funny.
episode. Your birthday wasn't even fucking mentioned.
I know they were like what, and it was like the whole catalyst of getting everyone upstairs and making fajitas. I was like, what? Um, Joseph Abden erasure. Um, like,
CBS, Joseph Afton Erasure.
oh, they really. I love you.
Okay, what's your high and low of this episode before we call it and before you get booted?
Um, Adam's diabetes were literally high and low this episode. So the high was definitely, surviving. Like that cry we had with Phil. I can't believe they're trying to show Phil of not being as emotional. That man, we had that man. You can
Phil
still see it in his
literally
eyes. He's the
he will say
nicest
the
person in
most
the world.
beautiful things to you on the mat. Like he's so loving and inspirational and he really gets to know the teams and like really talks to you and like yeah, I wish they would show that. I wish
Yeah,
you would
Phil.
get like a YouTube talk.
Literally, my high would be watching Phil after my mom being a huge fan talk up my brother. Like watching Phil in real time, the host of Amazing Race, tell my brother he can do this. Like that to me was a surreal moment. I remember I was just crying. Like I was watching Phil, just basically tears in his eyes, tell Adam like you can do this. Like you've survived. Like you he was also telling him like because Adam was doubting himself so much, feels like you're not going to make it. Like with this much doubt, if you're gonna go into the next legs and this is what you're carrying with you, you're not gonna last longer in the race. And just seeing him give Adam a pep talk was probably the best thing ever. So that would definitely be my high. My low is I was really stressed out for Adam. Like I have not been that stressed out in a very, 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 very long time. And even right now, I think I put in chat
Oh, for
BCC like his
sure.
his blood sugar went low, and I was like, "Hey, put it up." Like I just that comfortable level I had, I think it woke me up with how reliant I've become on the Dexcom and his devices. Not having it for a day was a nightmare. And I
Hmm.
realized I'm my dad. I'm literally my dad. Like now I know why my dad yells at me about like, "Adam, you put him up there." And I was like, "Wait a second, I'm that in a different way."
In a 2025 way.
Yes, yes. What about you?
Piper, that's fan service. It will never happen. Nah.
What'd they say? Whoa.
Sorry, it's a whole bit. Get back together. Get back together.
No, Piper,
Fuck
it's
no.
not fan service. Keep doing it. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's not. It's not. Please don't. Yeah. Just kidding. It's done. It is. Is it fully done? It's done.
Ah.
We have a good time here. We have a good
Here you go.
time.
Here you go. Here you go. Here you go.
Oh,
Boo.
tomato, tomato, tomato.
Literally, yeah, tomatoes down. Damn. Oh shit! I will spill our root beer. Um, hi. Okay, and now you get booted. Bye. Gross. Saying gross things in here is gonna get you kicked out. Fucking freak. I
Jesus, what'd
hate
they say?
some inappropriate things about private
By the way,
areas.
fun stuff. I'm too much of a foreign. I am a fresh off the boat technically. So if you want to
Now you're calling it by his government name.
Yeah, I definitely. have such a difficult time managing reading the comments, talking to Taylor. Like to me, this is like a FaceTime. I'm not reading comments. I forget you're all there.
That's
I
dangerous.
don't know what this did for my TikTok. I usually get off and they're like 30 people followed you. I'm like, for what? Where'd they come from? Um, God, I'm the worst influencer in the world. I'm so
You're not
sorry. Like
mentioning you're a lawyer.
yeah, one of these days I'll figure this shit out.
What is my high? I wish obviously you can't really see it, but when we got to the pit stop, we opened up the gates and we like raced each other to the mat, and it was really like a fun moment. We were like racy there, sprinted up to the mat, and like the gravel like went everywhere. We like slid on there. That was a really fun high, and I wish that was really in there. And the low, I guess, is twofold. Like failing at rolling balls of sausage over and over and it being edited for Kylan to look like some condescending guy. Like that sucks. So
That's a look. I
um,
will tell you this. I know you're saying you're having a hard time. Taylor, watching you from the outside in, like you never looked like you were underperforming. I know you were making the comments like next to Kylan, I felt like I was to me and at least to Adam, like you looked equally, if not more power. Like you always had your notebook on you, you were always calculated, you were always composed, like you always looked. I know probably with Kylan you were comparing yourself and you felt as if like, oh, I'm not getting this right on the first try. Always watching you, like I remember in shipwrecks and everything. I wasn't looking at you and thinking, oh, she's only bringing this, she's not helping. Like I was like, that's teamwork. It was oh, you two always looked like a 50-50. I know it didn't feel like it to you, but there was never a point I looked at you and was like, oh, Kylan is carrying or doing the most or Taylor's frazzled. I always felt like you were doing more, in my opinion. Like I always thought I was like Taylor got this. When I thought like oh shit, I'm racing Taylor and Kylan. Like you're the one where I'm like I'm racing Taylor. Like Taylor's working on something. Taylor's gonna get something done. So I know
yeah, because
in the
I'm
moment,
meaner.
no, not because you're
Because I'm
meaner.
meaner than
You're just
Kylan.
I get the point is you're equally capable. I know at some points you might not feel like that, but you very much were.
Yeah. No, and I just remember like my once I really realized like the notebook was like that is my thing. I was like,
It was
I
very much
have
your
this.
thing. I was
Oh
like,
my god.
yeah,
I
you and
saw
that notebook. Oh my God,
oh
so
my
such a try hard, guys. Meanwhile, this woman has she has like every flag memorized, everything memorized, and me and Adam are like, I was like, Adam, do you have food? I'm hungry. Like we're starving here. And meanwhile, Taylor wrote down every street, every. I was like, this is why I lost her in Big Brother. Like, there's just there's no beating that. Like, how come every time they bring me back on TV, I got to play with the tryhards? Like, why can't
I still remember the name of the statue at the very first start line of the race.
God have mercy on me. What am I supposed to do with that? Like, I don't even remember the country we started in. Like,
Are you serious? Oh my god, that flight! I'll never forget that. When they told us we were going to Amsterdam, and then they said, "And we're leaving at 5 in the morning," or something stupid like that.
and were you one of the teams that was like trying to look at a map on the? I'm trying to watch Shrek. Like the plane had Shrek, and I'm on here watching Shrek, and everybody else is memorizing the map of Amsterdam. I'm like, you're all
Okay,
losers,
okay.
tryhards.
Well, so Turner
I'm meanwhile here,
zoomed in.
donkey. Yeah,
Turner zoomed in on the the flight tracker, so he spun the globe to Europe and he zoomed in on Amsterdam and he traced the streets in Amsterdam. And so we saw him doing that and we were like, okay, well let's just go to Amsterdam and like get familiar with the area. And then there was a geography quiz, like you play games on there. Is Kyle in the chat?
is
Show
Kylan
your
here?
sound. Kyle, you in the chat?
Hey, stop hiding in here, young man.
And so yeah, we just like we saw Steph doing the geography quiz and she was getting everything right. Right. And Kylan kind of nudges me and points over her shoulder and goes, we gotta watch out for her. I was like, I know.
Oh my God. Meanwhile, me and Adam, I was like, did you see that Shrek 2 on the plane? Adam's like, yeah, I'm already halfway through it. We're like, donkey, donkey. And then there was a baby crying behind me. So I'm like trying to make the baby laugh so I can get some
There
sleep.
was that baby. Oh my
That yeah, and
God.
it was behind me and Adam. That baby yelled at her. Me and Adam would do this. Like this is what me and Adam do when we get too stressed out about something. Like, what are we gonna do? There's a baby screaming its head off. The whole plane knew about the baby. Coincidentally, that baby is sitting behind me and Adam. So
That
it
baby's
was screaming
crazy.
so loud that while we're watching Shrek, we would just like at one point, like the baby would have these obnoxiously high pitched yells where me and Adam would just turn to the right and make eye contact and bust out laughing. Like we would just start laughing because it would be like we would hear like the Shrek audio and then the screech of the baby would pierce through. By the way, this was for 8 consecutive hours. It never stopped crying. I'm not joking. It was just like in the movies. It never stopped crying. And so when we landed, we had to start racing, and I'm like, we have no sleep. Half the teams are done doing their geo pop quiz and memorizing the map of Europe, and I've watched Shrek 3 times.
Watched Shrek enough in the pre BB24 sequester. I have enough Shrek
Oh
in
my
my
God, I'm
body.
so mad they did not tell me. I did not know we were allowed to watch movies for like the first like 6 days of that. So I was just
You have something to study for. You were there to get paid and study.
yeah, no, so I was studying for the bar. I was like, wow, this is so much fun. And then I remember one of the PAs opened the door and was like, Joseph, why do you keep they're like, "Are you moving rooms?" Because they have to drop stuff off. So when we open the door, they kind of check in. But I would get so bored, I would rearrange the room. So I would like move my desk to one corner, my bed to another. So they started being worried I was hopping rooms. They're like, "Is Joseph in this room all the time?" They're like, "I'm almost sure he changed rooms." And then they realized they're like, "No, that weirdo just keeps rearranging his room every 3 hours."
That feels
And
like
then
so
I
behavior.
created stations. I created stations. So I had like a puzzle station, I had a workout station, I had a study for the bar station, I had a tanning station because you could. Did your window have the sliver of like sun that would come in?
No, well, I was on whatever the highest floor was of all the people who were being sequestered. Oh, there he goes. Well, y'all, that guest will not be back soon. Yes, that screen time, baby. Screen time kicked in. Egon, bye bye. And it's almost midnight over here anyway, so I should be going. But the gist is, we love the Abdins. Big ups to Adam for being such a trooper. I need you guys to stop being rude to Kylan on the internet. It like hurts my heart and it makes me angry. And anybody has a problem with him has a problem with me. And I mean that. What just happened? So Joseph has his screen time set up for all of his apps on his phone. And that was his last, like, you know, deny of the screen time. You two are hilarious. Loved watching you. Thank you for watching. My voice is starting to hurt. This is why I'm more of a listener than I am a talker. Like my voice tends to go out pretty easily. A friend of mine told me that he got surgery on his vocal cords and it's been a lot better. So I'm kind of like, oh, that's nice. I might do it. Alrighty, friends. I'm here to go live to talk about the episodes. I don't like talking about my life on the internet like that. That's why I don't really go live. But thank you for tuning in. Conrad Bratz, you cannot join the live. I don't bring strangers into my lives. So, alrighty, I'm gonna call it a night. Thanks for joining, everyone. And I won't be back here. I don't think I'll be back here next week. Yeah, I'll be at F1 in Vegas, so I don't think I'll be watching the episode and reacting in real time. But you don't want to miss it. I'll tell you that for sure. Bye.